Hi, up for sale today is a 1982 Mercedes 300 SD. I received this car as payment for some work I'd done for a client. Has a clear title. Body is in good shape, no rust that I came across. It looks like it's been painted. She was going to give it to her husband, but I guess decided not to do that after all. It's riding on a matching set of Goodyear radials that probably have 20, maybe 10, 15, 20,000 miles left. Not sure. The interior, well, let's look at the trunk first. Got the old CB antenna mount on there. Trunk's all there. Pretty good shape. It's clean. I don't see any leaks of any kind. Spare tires present. Don't have a jack. So that's something you may want to invest in before you take off in it. Let's take a look under the hood real quick. You'll notice the car is registered through July of 2011. Let's see. Under the hood is the 3-liter turbocharged diesel, 5-cylinder. When I got this car, it barely ran. What I did was change oil and filter. I've done that twice since I've owned it. Changed the fuel filters a few times, and it runs great. It runs perfectly. The AC will work if you charge it up, but unfortunately it has a pretty serious leak, so it'll run out quickly. In addition to the fuel filters and the oil changes, I installed a new battery. Everything else in the car is working great. All the lights work, fog lights work, wipers, brakes, everything is in good working order. Glass is in good shape, no cracks. Sunroof, it looks askew. It will open, but it's very hard to close, so I'm not opening it or using it anymore. But fortunately, it does not leak. It can rain. We've had a lot of rain, and it's not leaking whatsoever. The interior is another story. It's very rough. I'd have to say it's in poor condition. The back seat's got a blanket over it, but it's just sun damage, holes, tears, rips, you name it. It's pretty rough. Front seat. The seat's in a position where you can drive, but it's not bolted down correctly, so it's loose. Passenger seat, you can see all the duct tape on it. It does operate electrically though, so that is in okay condition. The switch control on the seat looks to be is not functioning as well. Let's get in and start it. In the car itself, I've put a Panasonic CD player. It comes with the car. You'll just need to wire it up. I don't know the condition of the speakers. Don't know if they work. I know there's speakers in there. I just don't know if they work properly. Cruise control doesn't have it. Actually, the stalk has been broken off on it. It may work. I don't know. So I was going to get a screwdriver and stick it in there and see if I could make that work. The glow plug system, normally it's to the left of the speedometer, but for whatever reason it's wired up to the right. You can see the red light go off. Tells you it's ready to start. Sometimes, let's see. Good oil pressure. Fuel gauge does not work all the time. It's very erratic. But the temperature gauge, oil gauge work correctly. Of course, the tachometer never works on these cars. So, I wouldn't worry about that. And the clock, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it doesn't. Overall, it runs very well. Ships out perfectly. Took it on a trip up to East Texas last week. Drove it, it was a 400-mile round trip, and it ran perfectly. No problems there. But anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, be sure and email me and let me know, and I'll get back to you. And oh, I wanted to mention the electric windows. 3 of them work properly. The one that doesn't work correctly is the right rear, and the motor works, but there's a plastic piece that's broken, and it'll go down, but you got to help it up. And I finally got it to go up and stay up, so I haven't lowered it since then. Again, the interior is just rough. It doesn't. The dash has got cracks all in it. Headliner is pretty stained. It's missing that little back panel over the back seat. But if you're just needing a good, reliable, cheap transportation, this is your car. And actually, it looks pretty good from outside, from about 20 feet. It's not a bad looking car at all. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And thank you for taking your time, and happy bidding.